What's going on, guys? It's K-Dub here with another episode of CryptoZombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Now, I wasn't even going to make a video today, but we have some amazing breaking news for Bitcoin holders, and we definitely need to celebrate this. Now, before we get into it, having a look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is still hanging out at around that breakout level. We didn't have a massive breakout, but we were able to get above that trend level that Bitcoin was being held down by previous resistance. Right? I do want to give you my opinion on Bitcoin as well, but today's video is going to be super quick, rapid fire. I have a few things to go over. Number one, we need to talk about the big Bitcoin news. This is amazing, probably some of the best news that we've had in a while. Also need to talk about Ethereum. Is Ethereum getting ready to absolutely explode? It's literally touching the top of a multi-month downtrend, and it looks like it could be ready to blow. I'm going to give you my opinion on that. And finally, I want to talk about one of my favorite altcoins recently that has been performing quite well, and it does have some very good news that has come out. So we're going to talk about those three topics today. Super quick. If that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Let's dive in, have a look at the charts before we get to the big news of the day. Today's video is going to be very, very quick, guys. Like I said, I didn't even plan on making a video today. So Bitcoin did break out of this trend right here. We did not have an explosive move. As long as we can stay above this level of around the $9,200, $9,300 level, short term, I still am bullish on Bitcoin. You can see that the Bollinger Bands have started to slowly curve up a bit. We haven't had a full-on breakout, but if we can have a breakout similar to like we did way back here at the bottom before the crazy 250% blast off, then yeah, well, it could definitely be fireworks for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, as far as the altcoins are concerned, Bitcoin dominance has not had a major spring back just yet. You can see right here, it's still sitting at the bottom of these levels. However, last time, this is still on from basically the other day, we did have this sort of recovery right here. So we could be looking for a similar recovery again. Having a look at the total market cap for crypto altcoins, they're still pushing at the top resistance. So these altcoins are not giving up. They're not throwing in the towel. They're still pushing for some higher highs, right? So talking about Bitcoin CME futures, looking for a close at around the $9,425 level. So we could have a slight pump tomorrow morning, maybe by $100 for Bitcoin to try to close that. But we need to talk about Ethereum because as you can see right here, if we zoom in, Ethereum not only broke out recently of this sort of mini wedge formation, triangle formation that it was putting in right here with the yellow lines. But if we go back here, you could see if we take the wick from the top around June 26th of 2019 and we go all the way to where we are today, you could see that we've had this one touch right here, and currently we did break out of this mini formation and we literally got held down today at that level. So do keep your eyes on Ethereum. It is very possible for Ethereum to get rejected, come back down to about $237, bounce around in here for a little bit longer, but we know that these crypto assets tend to be very impatient, let's be honest, and we could potentially have a major breakout for Ethereum. If we were to make a similar level like we did from the bottom to the top right here, you could be looking at a potential breakout level for Ethereum, maybe upwards of over $300. So keep your eyes on that, guys. If you are looking to trade the breakout, obviously wait for confirmation. Don't rush into any trades. If you're accumulating and dollar cost averaging, well, then you're doing just fine. Just keep doing what you're doing. If you do want to trade this, definitely check out Bybit. Not recommended for beginners, but you can use some leverage. You can make a lot more percentage gains on these small moves. You can also get wrecked. You know the drill, but we need to talk about the big news today, guys. So this is breaking news. The Office of the U.S. Treasury that handles banks has issued a determination on the long debated subject of basically crypto asset custody for banks. And per an announcement that literally just came out, the Office of the Comptroller of Currency, or the OCC, is granting permission to federally chartered banks to custody cryptocurrency. Guys, this is massive. And I know there's a lot of hardcore decentralized diehards out there saying this is not Satoshi's vision. This is not what we want banks to do. But guys, think about all the people sitting on the sidelines. There's so many people that don't want to be their own bank. They don't want to own their own cryptocurrencies. They're not comfortable using a Ledger Nano S. So if we can actually have banks holding it for customers, this could be the first step towards major adoption. And then yes, hopefully some people would then learn to hold their own cryptocurrencies. But check this out. So in its interpretive letter on the subject, the OCC recognizes that as the financial markets become increasingly technological, there will likely be increasing need for banks and other service providers to leverage new technology and innovative ways to provide traditional services on behalf of customers. In other words, the announcement is basically of the new opinion that applies to national banks and federal savings associations of all sizes. So acting comptroller of the currency, Brian Brooks, similarly saw the development as part of modernizing banking in the USA, saying, from safe deposit boxes to virtual vaults, we must ensure banks can meet the financial services needs of their customers today. Friends, imagine, just for a second here with me, your friends, your family, whoever, your peers, now all of a sudden having an opportunity to hold cryptocurrencies in their banks that they're already signed up for and using today. Maybe there'll even be a way for them to buy for a small fee. Of course, the banks are going to want to make some kind of a fee to, convert some of your money into the digital assets. And yes, I'm sure there'll be fees associated with this, but just think about the level of friction that'll be completely eliminated for new people in cryptocurrencies. Let's talk a little bit more about this. So the OCC's letter further specifies that bank custody of crypto assets is dependent on their access to the keys to crypto wallets rather than any sort of physical requirement. Not your keys, not your coins. So you don't have to put your Ledger Nano S in a safety deposit box. All they basically have to know is the private keys. Now, obviously, this does ensure some risks, but think about it realistically. You leave your dollars in banks, don't you? If you're going to trust a bank with your dollars, what's the difference trusting them with your crypto? I'm hoping that they know what they're doing, but essentially it says the national banks may escrow encryption keys used in connection with digital certificates because a key escrow service is a functional equivalent to physical safekeeping. So I get it. This isn't necessarily the decentralized vision of Satoshi. My libertarian friends out there are probably not jumping out of their seats right now. But for the masses, for Bitcoin adoption, this isn't signing up to Coinbase. This isn't, going and getting your crypto.com card or whatever. This is literally just your bank one day just saying, hey, now we offer cryptocurrency services. So huge freaking news, guys. This is massive. This is big. If true, I think this is true. If it's not true, then I just read a crazy breaking news story that wasn't. But seriously, guys, this is big if it's true. And I definitely think we're going to hear more about this. And I'm really excited to see banks basically go through with this. So let me talk about now an altcoin that I have actually got very excited about recently. Let me just put it that way to you. As you guys know, I'm not a Bitcoin maximalist. I do hold a massive amount of Bitcoin, but one altcoin that I do in fact have a bag of is Elrond. So yes, I do hold some Elrond, guys. And the reason that I hold this is because the longer Ethereum 2.0 keeps getting pushed back, the more opportunity it's going to give for these newer players in the space. Now, we've also seen Elrond really getting involved in decentralized finance as well. And we've seen a lot of projects also looking for alternatives, looking into Elrond. For example, Orion Protocol is one that's working with Holochain and Elrond as well. Keep your eyes on those guys. So they had some big news that came out yesterday. They partnered with Swipe, and they're going to be integrated within the Swipe platform. So this is going to make Elrond's token directly available for onboarding by more than 500,000 new users. Also, ERD, the token will be, the coin technically, right, will be spendable via Swipe wallet and its associated Visa debit cards in either digital or physical form at 60 million merchants directly, as well as through services like Google Pay, Apple Pay, and Samsung Pay. And they do have their mainnet coming up in About a week. I think it's exactly a week from today. Don't quote me on that, but check that out, guys. We're very excited for that. And they just came out with this news today as well, saying that they've partnered with UTrust, making it available to more than 4.7 million e-commerce websites that will be able to accept Elrond thanks to UTrust. Now, UTrust processes payments for merchants and delivers them fiat in their bank account with only 1% fees. So once again, not Satoshi's vision, but it does help to harness in the masses. And with Elrond's, sharding capabilities, you're talking about thousands of transactions per second, highly scalable. They're definitely interested in DeFi. They're making partnerships every other day. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for these guys. They did have a nice run. Don't forget, guys, in my video that I put out, if you didn't check it out, definitely go, where is it down here? Where is it? Check out my top 10 altcoins, 100x gains possible. And when I talked about Elrond, from that point in that video, it actually did have a 4x. It has pulled back slightly, but that is to be expected with these types of, moves and stuff. So listen, guys, as much as we like to, get in on the what do you call them? The altcoin gems, at the end of the day, you definitely do want to also get into some of these higher liquid coins for long-term holds. Not financial advice, guys, but that's just what I'm doing. But that is it for today. I had to bring you that breaking news. How's Ethereum doing? Looks like Ethereum is still trying to push up on that level. So we'll see if ETH can break out. If ETH can break out, it'll definitely be, are we above it right now as I'm making this video? Oh, we're right at that level, guys. Keep your eyes on it. Could be an explosive move for Ethereum. Definitely check out Elrond, and massive news from the OCC for crypto custody. So had to bring you this breaking news today, super quick, guys. I know this was super late in the day for the time I post, but I just had to make this video. So hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for coming back to the channel. You guys rock. You're the reason that I guess I still technically do it every single day. My name's K-Dub. Get subscribed if you haven't. Turn on the bell notifications. YouTube is being very shady lately with their notifications. Some people saying they're not seeing my videos pop up again. So turn on the bell notification, get subscribed, join the free Telegram group, check out the links below in the description, and that is it for me. Thanks again for coming back to the channel. My name's K-Dub. This is CryptoZombie. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.